Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second down, McNabb. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic?
And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Donovan McNabb, a 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, second and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Man open, Rice. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with third and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gonzalez. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Mahomes going to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 10 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They begin the drive with Williams. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw on second, McNabb. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. First and 10, McNabb. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Now McNabb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And a minimum gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talent.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went Horace? DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 35 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. It's McNabb. Throw left side complete. It's Gonzalez. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, McNabb. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Akeem Hicks. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gonzalez. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's McNabb. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And his throw is incomplete. The 14-time Pro Bowler Tony Gonzalez, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They stopped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
It's a screen to Ricky Williams. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. McNabb. And this is going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And Lambo will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Mahomes now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And his crew will take over with a Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got 2 teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. The first carry now for Ricky Williams. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gonzalez. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Second down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. If he's saying, hey, run that one back, Coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
It's coming now. 26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Joe Schobert coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Michael Strahan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Mikel Roby brings him down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
26.
Here's Prescott. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run with Mack, and he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down, Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. This throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
It's coming now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Here go 47. 53, 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Antonio Gates, the veteran tight end, was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Antonio Gates from 6 yards away. And the Colts are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Rice. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice. And when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. But let's put a little context with it.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who was contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Prescott on 1st down. This complete to the tight end play. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Oh, some strong running. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
47, 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now a handoff to Henry. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. Staying on the ground with Mack. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
26.
Now Prescott. Gates with the grab. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Ace. Throw.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Play action now. Prescott. Gates has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah,
and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a carry from Matt. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake here on first down. They complete it to Hill. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Mahomes going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. A first down throw for Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He was going for Gates, his tight end that time. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he stopped immediately there. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll run it here. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Left, 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 left. Ready.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll handle it.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that one... Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now... in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll go on the ground. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. And there he goes again. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he jacks this one down to Williams. And touchdown! Ricky Williams, 53 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Mahomes. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. Lawrence Taylor. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Spins away, and now running right through it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Man open, Rice. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Mahomes to throw once more. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Left, 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 left. Switch. Z.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ben Heaney coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now on the sidelines. They're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now McCown. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Akeem Hicks in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space. Now
McCown. This is caught. It's Cooks. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's McCown. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time. And look at this. It's a fake. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. This one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A nice little juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. The count again on 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's McCown to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Back to the air on 2nd down. McCown. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McCown now on 1st down. And Steve Smith hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Into the red zone now. It's McCown. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And, oh, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now. This is Williams. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. He can't get him down. There he goes left side. Touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and that play went nowhere. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded at the 2. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And go running right through it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Frank Clark in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Flushed out right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're trying to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jason Taylor able to finally wrestle him down for a huge loss. And that'll take us to 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this will be taken at the 13. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jason Taylor in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Here we go now.
Now Allen. Caught Eifert over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Hot. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hot.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to let this. And got his man complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 41 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when. And he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bryant's kick is good. And it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Dontari Poe in on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Mahomes to throw on second down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. So after the INT, it's Allen on target over the middle to Hill. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the toss, here's Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Allen. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Frank Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Taken in at the 11. Nifty move. Oh, now he pulls him over. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. A pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jason Taylor getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 36. Shifts past him at the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Detroit!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. They'll put it down right at the... And the holder's going to keep it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled. And they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
Now Mahomes being chased out left. Now he'll throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. On the crossing route, complete. That's Rice. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Fighting to stay upright. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They'll run it with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kevin Green there brings him down. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Allen on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And able to find Graham, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From midfield, here's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. To throw on 3rd down, Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Antonio Brown, 50 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it. That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ace, ace. Ace, ace.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 20 yards. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On third and long, it's Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins.